Pratap Singh, often known as Maharana Pratap, was the Sisodia dynasty's ruler of Mewar from about 9th May 1540 until 19th January 1597. Pratap gained notoriety as a result of his armed resistance to the Mughal Empire's expansionism under Akbar through guerrilla warfare, which served as an example for other Mughal insurrectionists like Shivaji. Uday Singh II of Mewar and Jaywanta Bai had Maharana Pratap as a child. His younger brothers were Jagmal Singh, Vikram Singh, and Shakti Singh. Additionally, Chand Kanwar and Man Kanwar were Pratap's stepsisters. He was survived by 17 sons and 5 daughters, including Amar Singh I. He was married to Azbade Punwar of Bijolia and had married 10 other women. He was a member of the Mewar royal family. Rani Dheer Bai wanted her son Jagmal to succeed Uday Singh after his death in 1572, but top courtiers selected Pratap, who was the eldest son, to be their monarch. The nobles' demand took precedence. When Uday Singh passed away in 1572, Prince Pratap succeeded him as the 54th Maharana of India. The state of Mewar, under the leadership of Pratap Singh, distinguished itself for its refusal to enter into any political alliance with the Mughal Empire and its resistance to Muslim dominance, in stark contrast to other Rajput rulers, who accommodated and formed alliances with the various Muslim dynasties in the subcontinent. The bloody siege of Chittorgarh in 1567 to 1568 had led to the loss of the fertile eastern belt of Mewar to the Mughals. However, the rest of the wooded and hilly kingdom in the Aravalli range was still under the control of Maharana Pratap. Mughal Emperor Akbar was intent on securing a stable route to Gujarat through Mewar. When Pratap Singh was crowned king, Maharana, in 1572, Akbar sent a number of envoys, including one by Raza Man Singh of Amer, entreating him to become a vassal like many other rulers in Rajputana. When Pratap refused to personally submit to Akbar, war became inevitable. The Battle of Haldighati was fought on 18 June 1576 between Pratap Singh and Mughal forces led by Man Singh I of Amer. The Mughals were victorious and inflicted significant casualties among the Mewaris but failed to capture the Pratap. The site of the battle was a narrow mountain pass at Haldighati near Gogunda, modern-day Rajsamand in Rajasthan. Pratap Singh fielded a force of around 3,000 cavalry and 400 Bhil archers. The Mughals were led by Man Singh of Amba, who commanded an army numbering around 10,000 men. After a fierce battle lasting more than 3 hours, Pratap found himself wounded and the day lost. He managed to retreat to the hills and lived to fight another day. Haldighati was a futile victory for the Mughals, as they were unable to kill or capture Pratap or any of his close family members in Udaipur. While the sources also claim that Pratap was able to make a successful escape, Man Singh managed to conquer Gogunda within a week after Haldighati then ended his campaign. Subsequently, Akbar himself led a sustained campaign against the Rana in September 1576, and soon, Gogunda, Udaipur, and Kumbhalgarh were all under Mughal control. In 1582, Pratap Singh attacked and occupied the Mughal post at Devar, or Devar, in the Battle of Devar. This led to the automatic liquidation of all 36 Mughal military outposts in Mewar. After this, Akbar sent Jagannath Kachwaha to invade Mewar in 1584. In 1585, Akbar moved to Lahore and remained there for the next 12 years watching the situation in the northwest. No major Mughal expedition was sent to Mewar during this period. Taking advantage of the situation, Pratap recovered most of Mewar, except its former capital, Chittorgarh and Mandalgarh regions by defeating Mughal forces there. During this period, he also built a new capital, Chavand, near modern Dungarpur. Many poets, painters, writers, and artisans found refuge in Maharana Pratap's court at Chavand. Rana Pratap's reign saw the development of the Chavand school of art. Maharana Pratap took refuge in the Chappan area and started attacking the Mughal strongholds. By 1583 he had successfully captured western Mewar, which included Devar, Amet, Madriya, Jawar and the fort of Kumbhalgarh. He then made Chawand his capital and constructed a Chamunda Mata temple there. The Maharana was able to live in peace for a short time and started establishing order in Mewar. From 1585 till his death, the Rana had recovered a large part of Mewar. The citizens who had migrated out of Mewar started returning during this time. There was good monsoon which helped to revive the agriculture of Mewar. The economy also started getting better and trade in the area started increasing. The Rana was able to capture the territories west of Chittor but could not fulfill his dream of capturing Chittor itself. According to legend, Pratap, who was 56 years old, passed away from wounds he received in a hunting mishap on 19 January 1597, near Chavan. His eldest son, Amar Singh I, succeeded him. Pratap instructed his son to win back Chittor on his deathbed and to never submit to the Mughals.